Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 53 of my Skarsnik campaign. We've caught up with Thorgrim, or at least we've ambushed him, but not really ambushed, we kind of jumped him. Kind of. So our rock globbers have been doing some reasonably accurate work. You can't really say anything more about them. They are goblins after all. I mean, you can't really... Accuracy, not really their strong suit. In comes Grimgore. Grimgore's quite nippy on his feet. He's got 52 speed, which means he's almost as fast as a boy. Charging through some explosions there, because he's a cool guy, and now he's going to kill some dwarves by punting them to the moon. Bit of a headbutt there. We've got some boys charging on the dwarf left flank. In come our orc biggins, our biggins and our black orcs. The Rangers opening fire on the Black Orcs over here. That's probably not sensible. It's just going to make them angrier. Now there you go. We've got some trolls beating up some Rangers there. Boys coming in from the rear. In the centre here are Black Orcs with shields and Grimgore. Very quickly finished off those Longbeards. And our Immortals are here. They've been killing some of these Giant Slayers even. Along with some trolls who are fighting the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Probably not the sensible option considering they've got fire attacks, but that's fine. I mean, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Biggins chasing down some Rangers in the background there, and our Black Orcs just finishing off their units and then killing some more Rangers. Grimgore has found Thorgrim. More Grim v Grim action. Thorgrim versus Grimgore. Although this time only one iron. So Thorgrim not looking very happy. He's surrounded. He's routing. He's desperately trying to save his place in his book before he falls off his chair. The rest of his army is being absolutely annihilated. Boy's just chasing down the last few remaining units. Grimgore not letting Thorgrim get away. But there we go. And then Grimgore finishes it by stepping on Thorgrim's head and cheering a lot. Very nice. Boy's just chasing down the last few Rangers off the distance there. So this is the Broken Tusk mob. Boy's not very fast, only 62 speed in comparison to the 39 speed. So obviously things like Wolf Ride is a lot faster. And the gyrocopter, who probably did the most damage out of all the dwarf units on the field, now routing.
Our clans will shoot us.
Easy victory. Well, that was a good start to proceedings. Thorgrim dead again, and I think we'll take the unit replenishment. It looks like Grimgore can get into another battle almost immediately there. That's gonna... Oh, he's gonna love that. Assuming Tilia doesn't run away. I do need to check there's just the one dwarf settlement to the south. There might be two. Someone did say there was a little snippet of blue there. Is there? Let's find out. Don't want any sneaky dwarves hiding away to the south there. Orion wants a peace treaty. And you know what? For the moment, yes. You are the wisest of your race. Well, I'm certainly the most underhanded. Because the sheer number of Wood Elf armies I saw to the north there, the peace treaty works in my favour. I can consolidate, drive off the dwarves, and then I'll have time to concentrate on the Wood Elves. And I will need to concentrate on the Wood Elves. Taking out the settlements at Athor Loren will be... Oh jeez. Queek is... Queek's doing well for himself, isn't he? Clan Pestilence, not so much. Ah, oh, Tilia ran away. Okay, so Azhag's got some issues to deal with in the south there, but he can do that. He's more than capable of dealing with a few Tillian armies. It does look like is it the Netcrash Brotherhood? I think this is the Netcrash, but yeah, it looks like they're in a little bit of trouble. Queek is going a bit crazy, which means we might end up having to fight him. Oh, Brayherds, where are they? Down there. I'm fine with that. Got a Dung Shoveler, a Swindler, that's fine. And we're because we're not at war with the Wood Elves now, that's quite secure, which is good. Now, what do I want to do here? I could go grab Zara Kizzle. Menizzle for shizzle. On the other hand, let's go and deal with this army first. I think we can just auto-resolve that one. Yeah. There was just a lot of dwarves. Let's eat the captives. And that's at least dealt with one small problem. So let's pop Azhag and Karakhan there. And he's got a skill point as well. Don't want to give him a spell. I think he's level 32, so we've still got a few levels to go. We could give him Fate of Buna. Now that does a fairly large amount of damage to one unit. The Purple Sun, however, is a vortex spell, and I'm not... Do I want a vortex spell? I mean, I guess it could be... I guess it could be useful. Let's go for the Purple Sun. That's my decision. It's made. It's done. Okay, and Grimgore. I think... I mean, you could reach Miriaglinio. I mean, yeah, that one. With the White Dwarfs there as well. With his... Yeah, well, what do they have? They've got a Grudge Thrower. That would be annoying to deal with. But otherwise, it's just a lot of Longbeards and stuff. I can't see what he's got. I mean, with enough siege towers, I reckon we could take the city with just Grimgore's army. I mean, it's looking pretty elite. It's full of big boys, and Gosbag is going to be immortal, and he's also going to get Earthing, because it means you won't take damage. Right, can we reach? We can reach the city. Let's go for it. It's quite an aggressive move. Yeah, so they got two pieces of artillery, but all of our units are beefy and armor piercing. So in a battle on the walls, I reckon we can win that, and Grimgore can easily deal with all of these heroes just by himself probably. So let's do that. If dwarf reinforcements arrive, we might have to leave, but for the moment we should be fine. Probably. Okay, Skarsnik, where are you? You're down here, aren't you? You are... Are you laying siege yet? Are you not laying siege? Oh, we sacked it, didn't we? Yes, we did. We sacked the city. So... let's wreck it. And this time we're just going to raise. The Skarsnik is a despoiler. Right, can we see anything? I don't think there's any more dwarf settlements down here. I think we're clear. Because how many... Right, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So theoretically they should have 7 settlements.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit, they do. Well spotted. Bugger. You know what? I'm going to ignore it. I am going to ignore the dwarves down there. I'm hoping that vampiric corruption will overwhelm them. And if not... Ah, shoot, but we do need to kill them, don't we? That's a real pain. Okay. Gogrut, you are going to come down here. We need eyes. We need eyes on the prize. Oh yeah, you've just got the eternal skill point. That's okay. Okay, what are we doing over here? Right, so Sylvania is basically under our control. We are the best. We really are. Right, so we've got... So let's move Skraga up. Let's get Nala in here as well. Let's just auto-resolve that one, because that's going to be an easy win. And there... I mean, we could sack it. You know, I'm just going to occupy it. Channeling stuff. Something's going blah, 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 blah. Fine. Lovely. Good. And then let's move you back to Castle Templehof. The vampiric corruption here is going to be an absolute pain in the arse to deal with. So let's do that. Let's do that. Sure, why not? One of those is probably a good idea as well. What's the vampiric corruption like here? It's dropping. So... there will always be some vampiric corruption in the area. The local populace, which is a sort of base level, always is increases it by 3. So as long as we offset that, we should be fine. We've got Buildings and Commandments gives us 20 untainted. So I think that's going to be fine. We should be alright there. And yes, of course, we've got this going on, don't we? And, right, so if we have a look, we should see... Okay, they're not currently suffering attrition. I think they will next turn. Hopefully, once they're a little bit weaker, we should be able to take the city, no problem. In fact, what I might do is move Muzrub. He's going to start suffering attrition from fightiness. He hasn't been doing enough fighting, he's been recruiting too much. His boys will be getting restless. And again, I think we've got an eternal skill point here as well. Yes, we do. That's not a problem. Skraga. You're level 30. We've got a skill point. What are we going to do with that? We are going to put that in... Glade You don't have any squig hoppers, do you? Tunnel boss. Leadership. Don't really need that. That's not really that useful. Okay, let's go Blade Master and Choppers just to make you a little bit beefier in combat. And then we've got Argor Bad Axe. You can have Immortality. You've got lots of skill points, in fact. So let's go with Scouting, Sneaky Stabbing, and then Night Shroud. And then Gogrut. You can have Elusive. I think we're doing quite well. We do need to retake Schwarzhafen, but other than that, really pleased. We are doing well. I feel we're doing really well. My income is still a little bit of a concern, but we should be out. Oh, we need that quest battle as well, don't we? I would like Azhag to be at top notch before he does that. So those orc boys need to replenish before we do it. But I hope we will do it this episode. Okay, Wazhumper, can you deal with this dwarf agent over here? He's being a little bit of a pest.
I'll take him out, boss.
Oh, it was Hengerborg Deepbrow, that guy again. What? He's fun. Right, Waldenhof, let's go for upgrade settlement. Carrick Hearn is fine. We can Carrick Buffdar can upgrade as well. We're gonna do that. Once Grimgore's dealt with that one, we might go for Skaven Blight. Might do that. I feel, and then after that we can then clear off this peninsula. Recapture. I'm a little bit annoyed that Skarsnik's going to have to continue his journey southward, but we do have to wipe out the dwarves. It is part of our victory conditions. The dwarves must be dead. So we can't leave one settlement of them hanging around. I was hoping that vampiric corruption might deal with it, but I just can't be sure that will be the case. So gonna have to go and deal with it. Let's go and scout some more ruins. I'm fairly sure most of this is going to be a Skaven hellhole, but just to be on the safe side, let's check. I'm a little bit concerned that Queek does quite like us though.
You listen to Queek, yes. I have the best words.
I'm sure you do have the best words, Queek. And you're a very stable genius. Good. So he doesn't like our treaties with the Netcratch Brotherhood. Do we need treaties with the Netcratch Brotherhood? That's the question, because they're pretty much dead already. So we could just go.
Deliver your message, Greenskin. Just maybe we can work together.
Let's cancel our military alliance. Because to be honest, we don't need it. We could take Kemrai. Because that would potentially let us... Oh, the Black Pyramid's down here. I thought the Kemrai was the place with the Black Pyramid. It is not. But it does have a special building. Okay. Oh, they got the super duper walls there. That'd be a sodding nightmare to break through. Okay, so we won't attack them. We'll leave Queek to do that. I'm not overly concerned. They still kind of like us. I'm concerned about the fact that Queek is right on our southern border and all of our forces are far to the north. If he decided to sneak attack, which I know would be out of character for a Skaven, then he would make significant gains in the time it took us to reach the south. So I've just got to keep that in mind. However, I do still need to kill those dwarves. Those dwarves need to die. Okay, Pig Kisser, you can come up north. There's that army up there. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to take Karak and Gazar, but Azhag can respond to that, so we should be fine there. Agrok, you are currently sort of like hanging around with the Wood Elves. God, there's like 4 armies of the bastards. Look at them. I mean, it might be a good time to sneak. If we can capture the Oak of Ages, but we would need a concentrated force. Wood Elves are just the worst. Okay, well let's just meander for a bit. Just have a look around. Where are you going? I'm not sure there's much Karl Franz could do against 4 armies of Wood Elves. Ah, the White Dwarf is sallying out. Okay, so the artillery is a problem. I mean, we might be able to win it. What do I think? What do I think? Okay, well they've got Thunderers. That's not a massive issue, but I will need to deal with them. They've got more gyrocopters. That's bad. Yeah, 2 gyrocopters. That's a concern. Iron Breakers. Yes, they are a concern, but on the other hand, I've got lots of Black Orcs, so they're much less of a concern than they would be normally. I mean, I can... Well... I just don't think I've got enough units to lock down their missile units, and they will tear me to shreds. I'm going to back away. It probably wasn't a very Gore choice. Gore probably would have just... Maybe I should have just charged him. But tactically thinking, I'm just not entirely sure we wouldn't have been overwhelmed there.
Skarsnik, warlord of Eight Peaks, welcomes ya.
Hello, Queek. A defensive alliance? Yeah, alright. I mean, I could probably fight this one. I'm just going to auto-resolve it and see what happens. Close victory. I'm fine with that. I'll fight battles where I want to maintain the settlement. Like, really just... it would be... like that one, Azhag, I just don't care. If I'd lost it, not a big deal. I'd just retake it again. Oh, great.
Can you feel it? From the north it comes. The tendrils of chaos spread south, tainting the lands. And with it, the warriors of chaos march. We must ready ourselves, for war is coming. But who has brought the warring tribes together? What manner of champion holds that power?
It's the ultimate emo. Growly McGlowy Eyes face. Okay, well, Archaon's shown up. That's...
Oblivion has come, my lord. Archaon, the ever-chosen lord of the end times.
They only got 2 armies now. Is that normal?
With him marches a chaos host numberless in size.
Yeah, the
Prepare
Chaos
yourself
Invasion.
for the coming apocalypse.
Alright, back in your box. Because in my Malekith campaign, Archaon showed up. He had 2 armies. He died very, very quickly. Nagbad spent consecutive turns in enemy territories. Good job. That's... I mean, yes, you would have done because you are laying siege. Okay, that's... Yep. Good. Right. Are these units now taking... They are taking damage. Excellent. That's what we want to do. Let's get Muzrob in here as well. I mean, I think that's an easy auto-resolve now. Oh, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Let's take the money. Where's my what? There. Right, can you go... Right, you want to attack the city? You might take it for us. You might sack it. Actually, you might sack it again, mightn't you? You know what? Just don't... Just sit there.
Who's the boss?
Right, Muzrob. You got a skill point. Better Night Sneaking it is. And then Morglor, you've got a skill point as well. Ooh, now Itchy Nuisance I think is pretty useful. Durbok, you can have a giant wolf, and Precise. Oh, Nagbad, you've got a skill point as well. What do you have? You've got 4 units of Squig Hoppers, so get nastier Squigs. And Largug, you have got... Oh, you can get Immortality, so get that. You can get Gore will fix it. And get Scouting. So I think Gesundheit down here is their last settlement. That's the last Vampire Count settlement. So let's... Do we want to take the Moot? They've got Work Bad. So the Wood Elves have got Work Bad. I'm going to be honest, I don't massively care about the Moot, so I might just... What's the public order here doing? Is that because military presence is 10? Yeah, so without my army there, it's going to drop quite quickly. On the other hand, is that a problem? Okay, well let's move Nala down here. Let's set up an ambush. Mostly because I don't want Karl Franz interrupting me. Now, Azhag, your army's actually looking pretty good. It's in pretty good shape. Let's get... Should we get Here We Go? Let's go Here We Go. And then I want you to get your quest weapon. So we're going to teleport. Yes, we are. So there we go. I mean, it looks like it's quite in our favour. So that's good. I've not played this one before, so I'm not sure what happens. So we might get enemy reinforcements turning up. Let's see what happens.
These savages are getting in my way. They're led by some kid called Slagger. I want his head. Shut up, crowd. This is not a waste of time. We kill who I say we kill. We're playing simple. I want a full pincer movement. Attacking from the east and west flanks at the same time will increase our chances of success. What? Sonny Deadblood taking up my words again. Get your choppers out, lads. It's time to move. Yeah, if you want to do that flanking maneuver once it, we probably should, because I've got a feeling it might work.
Can we pull off Azhag's pincer movement thingy? Who knows? I'm not entirely sure what he was talking about, to be honest, because enemy reinforcements are coming in from the south. So, if anything, we're being pincer attacked. So we've got the main mob. So I think this must be Slagger. There we are, Slagger Gut Stabber there. There's Slagger. Leading a whole bunch of Savage Orcs. However, they are quite far away from our front line. The immediate threat is these Savage Orc boyz. Now, I could hit them with my own cavalry. Unfortunately, these guys are good against large targets, which would be my boy biggins. Although, we've got a lot more melee attack and defense than the Savage Orc boyz, so we'd probably win it, to be honest. But I'm just gonna hold off. What we're gonna do is I've pulled back my main line. So rather than facing off against the main Orc force, we're now moving the Orc boys to face off against the boyz. And then at the top of this hill over here, we've got our cavalry, chariot, and 2 units of Orc boy biggins, which should be hidden from view from the cavalry attack. So Azhag's hanging back for the moment, because we need him to cast some sneaky spells. Well, some black magic anyway. So there we go. It's going to be a cast of Soul Blights. That's going to reduce their weapon damage, leadership, melee attack, and armor. And then we're going to charge in. So in come the boyz from the top of the hill there. That's going to be a good charge. They're going to hit our Orc boys. It's going to do a little bit of damage. We're going to take a little bit of a pounding there. But in come our boy biggins. Going to hit them in the rear. Their leadership is going to take a tumble, especially with Soul Blight. Azhag's going to come in. That's going to cause terror. And very, very quickly, their charge turns into a rout. It's now just a case of making sure we can wipe them out. So we've managed to catch most of them. They're going to be cut down as they try and escape. A fairly quick victory there against the cavalry forces. However, the main army is moving up very, very quickly. We do have our catapults. They've been pounding them as they try to approach. Just like that. But currently, the only thing facing them is our catapult. So we're going to have to quickly reposition our unit. So the Orc boys now moving back into position. Will they reach in time? Who knows? Azhag is coming back to join them. Cavalry units just making sure that all of these enemy cavalry units there, the Orc, Savage Orc, Boar boys, are shattered, and there's no chance of them coming back to the fight. Headbutt going out. Oh, that was nasty. A lot of Savage Orcs got headbutted there. And then a foot of Gork. That does even more damage. Already the Savage Orc army looking decidedly shaky. I'm going to give them a charge. There's a lot of units sort of bulked up in this little corner over here. That could be a perfect spot for a nice little spell. Shall we try a... what's it called? That Vortex one. That one. We'll try that. So that comes out. That's going to... it's not Fated Buna, it's the other one. Unfortunately, it decides to disappear into the mountain and is never heard from again. However, it did manage to break the Savage Orcs. And everywhere else, it seems we got the upper hand. There go, Savage Orcs breaking and running. Off they go. Azhag chasing down some Savage Orc Araboys. Our Boar boys have only just managed to reach the battle after dealing with the enemy Boar boys. And unfortunately they're a little bit slow to catch up with these fleeing units. It's like Slagger is still mostly alive, still making a break for it. Our trolls helping chase down some of these Savage Orc Biggins. I think they're Biggins. Comes Azhag because we've just spotted a giant coming. Apparently the giant decided to come a different route for some reason. Whatever, I guess, it's fine. The trolls fleeing to the north, we need to deal with those because otherwise obviously they'll regenerate and then come back. If we can do enough damage to the army, we should be able to break them. Chariots chasing down some of these Araboys. There they go. They're going to go take a tumble. And then the Boar boys are going to catch up with them. That's not going to be very helpful. That's not... Yeah, that's not indicative of a continued healthy lifestyle, being run over by Boar boys. Slagger has come back to the fight and is currently getting filled with arrows, so that's fun for him. That's nice. I think he's probably going to yeah, he's probably going to run away again. Although, you know, to be fair, he's been quite action hero about it and charging. Probably not going to get away. The giant is still meandering around. We're sending Warg to go and throw some magic at him. See if we can finish him off that way. Boar boys continue to chase down these units. Slagger looks like he's going to make a clean getaway. But obviously we're going to make sure we pick up his weapons before we leave. In comes the giant. That mostly missed. But, you know, good attempt. It did do a little bit of damage. Soul Blight going off as well. These Orc Araboys that suddenly decided they've got to run away. They've remembered they've got something else to do. They left the gas on or something. Giant doesn't even care, just wades through them. Got some Orc boys coming in to help. Azhag comes down to assist as well. Unfortunately, the giant is overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers here. Arrows getting stuck in his back. A bit like acupuncture. While continuing to open fire with as much magic as he can muster. We're kind of running a little bit dry on winds of magic at the moment. But that doesn't matter. The giant is... yeah, he's running and he's not really going to get away, is he? Oh, it's almost feel bad for him. Victory for Azhag. Well, that was easy, but that's what happens when you use tactics. Yeah. Like what the app was telling us. It's a good hat. Very fashionable. Okay, do we want to eat the... That'll keep us... If we eat the captives, that'll keep us in tip-top conditions. That's what we're going to do. We've now got Slaggers Slashers. So Azhag's a good attacker. He's got Swindler, Snotling Scavengers, Backstabber, and there's Slaggers Slashers. The crude twin blades wielded by Azhag the Slaughterer are known as Slaggers Slashers. But just who is Slagger? Indeed. Well, we found out and we killed him. So we got more melee attack, more weapon strength, untainted in the local province, recruitment cost, and income for post-battle loot. It really shows how sort of weak the quest battle items are in Warhammer 1 in comparison to Warhammer 2. The items that they get in Warhammer 2 are just significantly better. So, but still, it's, you know, that's just what we've got to deal with. It's just a thing. Okie dokie. Oh, I've got 4 skill points. Holy balls. That's a lot. So, what shooty boys? Bigger boys. Bigger boys would buff the Orc Boars and the Chariot. So, I think we're going to go for bigger boys. We're also going to... the Purple Sun. Not 100%. Let's go for Fate of Buna. Power Reserve, or Power Drain for the Winds of Magic. And... he's level 35. Insane Visions I don't think I need. Not orky enough, not bothered. I would might like to make him a little bit beefier in combat, because he does have regeneration, which means he is quite tough. So let's go for choppers. Give him more weapon strength. Let's do that. I like that. Okay, Skarsnik, you are going to have to... there's not really any way we can get... I kind of feel like I'm going to have to trespass. How do you feel about it? You quite... What about military access? Ah, there we go. I thought that was going to be significantly harder than it was going to be. Well, there we go. That's good. On the other hand, we do still need to get some replenishment. So let's just hop over here. We're going to set up a raiding camp. It's going to give us a replenishment. It's not going to piss off the Strigos. So that works for me. Okay, let's continue moving down here. There's the Eye of the Panther. Not the Eye of the Tiger. Ah.
Do not displease me.
Right. Yes. So that's problematic. As Grimgore, can you come up and deal with this, please, if you wouldn't mind? That's it. Off you come. There we go. Right, so Grimgore's going to deal with that. Azhag did his quest battle. That was good. Enjoyed that. And we're going to upgrade that. That army is a little bit problematic, but Azhag can easily crush that if he can reach it. That's a problem. Yeah. I mean, our garrison is pretty good, so we might be okay. We might be alright. I'd like to see actually if this one is a Queek ruin or if it's just a... That one's definitely a... Yep, Queek. Queek has spread far and wide. Oh. In fact, we can... So, Vampiric Corruption. Skaven Corruption. Yeah, so there's definitely... Yeah, you can definitely see where Queek is. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, we are fairly friendly with Queek at the moment, so I'm fairly happy leaving him to his own devices for the moment. Obviously, eventually, we might have to kill him, but you know, we'll cross that particular blood-stained bridge when we get to it. Right, Bladub. You're going to get a bloody blade. Was I going to put you in an army? I can't. Is there an army wandering around with less than 20 units? I think I was going to put you in Nagbad's army, but then I decided not to. Is that a thing I did? Don't actually remember. Waz Humper, you're over here. You're exhausted. All the same, can you assassinate that guy? No. But good attempt all the same. Blood up. I want you up. Can you come up here? I want to... Okay, so there's... Alright, Ryan's up there. Daith. Dallas. Corbin Dallas?
Lady of Athel Lauren.
Now we've got a couple of armies there as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, bloody wood elves. Bloody wood elves. Okay, well we can finish off. I mean, Skarsnik's going to have to travel to the ends of the earth to kill dwarves, but I think he would be more than willing to do that. Grimgore's going to come down here to deal with that army. That's going to give the dwarves a little bit of a reprieve, but at least they didn't spawn like 10 fleets down here, which is good. Although I can't help but feel that Chaos has been nerfed a bit, and I don't know whether that's Steel Faith or whether that's just normal, but 2 armies for Chaos spawning up here seems ridiculously small. I mean, that's not really a Chaos Horde, is it? That's just a book club at best, really. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to have to leave it there because I'm running out of time for this episode, but next time we'll be continuing Skarsnik's journey south to hunt out the last of the dwarves in the desert, and we'll be dealing with Chaos as well. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? So there we go. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.